What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the LFC Transfer Room YouTube channel. My name is Chris Stonage, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different to usual. So we put out this tweet the other day asking for your lot's most controversial Liverpool opinions. I have to say, it's an unbelievable video idea. I wonder who came up with it. Okay, so opinion number one is: selling Salah would make us a better team. Tons of cash as his value is inflated, and he also doesn't fit as his ball retention is by far the worst in the squad. Well, my contradiction to you, Chris. You got a great name, by the way. Yes, selling Mo Salah might make us a little bit more fluid. However, there is one thing that Mo Salah brings that no other player brings in our team, and that is goals. So my question to you, my friend, is where are the goals coming from? Ernie124 says FSG are a good thing for Liverpool. Without them, we would still be the almost Liverpool and nowhere near as successful. Made us into a respectable, self-sustaining club and much prefer them to those at City or Chelsea. Well, I think you're right, actually, in one respect. Obviously, FSG have their critics and they have their praises. I think you have to find a balance. What you have to say is, without FSG, there may not be a Liverpool Football Club or Liverpool Football Club as we know it, but with a little bit more investment, we could be even better. So it's all about finding the absolute balance of your opinion. Liverpool were more fun to watch between 2017 and 2019 than they were when we won the league last year. It was genuinely exciting and chaotically wonderful. Last season was all about getting the job done. While it may be chaotic and it may be wonderful, a bit like 2013-14, but give me the Premier League any day, boys. I'd have given anything for the Premier League, even if we'd have, almost cheated our way to it, and we won it fair and square. Even if we'd have won it scrapped on the last day, even if, no one else was around, we needed that Premier League. So, look, I don't care how it happened. 17-18 was, again, as you say, chaotic and exciting. 18-19, people forget, we were very, very similar to last season. We didn't go out and blow teams away, did we? So, look, we've got to find that balance, and I'd much rather the 2019-20 season to any other. If we never sold Coutinho and still made the other signings, we would have made back-to-back league titles in 2019 and 2020. Well, if my auntie had balls, she'd be my uncle. So you're waffling. Thiago has been one of the most disappointing Liverpool signings ever. Biff Howard Tannen. Let me just have a look. 18 followers. What's going on with your profile picture, lad? First off, I'm just going to say. I think you'd be absolutely out of order by saying that. Have you ever heard of Robbie Keane, Alberto Aquilani? Those days, we didn't make that many big signings, and when they did fail, they failed badly, like those two. Don't forget, the likes of Mario Balotelli. Yes, everyone heaped this unwanted pressure onto Thiago. He still needs time to fit in like all the other players. So you got to think about it, mate, and give him and cut him a bit of slack, because this season's different. Roy Hodgson Dalglish era are some of the best memories as a fan. Okay, now I can sort of see where you're coming from a nostalgia perspective, okay? You sometimes think things are better than they are once they're gone. Roy Hodgson? Are you mad? Like, you must have not been to a game then, mate. Because the whole feeling around the club was bad. Hicks and Gillette were in charge. Roy Hodgson? What are you on about, you waffler?
Genie isn't good enough anymore, and even though he's inconsistent and injury-prone, Keita's much better than him. Genie Wijnaldum isn't actually that good. Genie takes too many touches. I love him, but it'd be great if he moved it a little quicker sometimes.
I agree with all of you, you absolute heroes. Nah, look, Wijnaldum's been one of our best midfielders in the Premier League era, but his time's done. He's dusted. Oh, here's another one. Genie's not good enough for the starting 11, yes. It's not a controversial opinion, it's true. FSG is worse than COVID. Look, I know some people don't like FSG, but I wish COVID didn't exist, man. Like, I've been to so many football matches, and pre and post COVID actually, because obviously with journalism work, and it's not the same as going to Anfield on a match day. I miss it more than anything else. So, nothing's worse than COVID, man. It's honestly, apart from maybe Piers Morgan, but we won't get into that. Carragher was extremely overrated and a bit of a passion merchant. Hyypiä, Marip and Agger were and are better than him. As footballers, I 100% agree with you. Agger, Matip and Hyypiä are all absolutely better than Jamie Carragher ever was and ever will be. But look, people in nowadays know Jamie Carragher for being a bit of a whingy media pundit, you know, sort of going anti-Liverpool. But I remember Jamie Carragher when I was growing up as being a stalwart, someone who maximised his potential, and he made 737 appearances for Liverpool Football Club. Like, you have to respect the man for what he did to the club. People talk about Gerrard in Istanbul and Dudek. Carragher was man of the match in that game. It's one of the most unbelievable defensive performances in the 21st century. And you can't put it past it. And he was probably a major reason why we won that tournament. So the disrespect Carragher gets is a bit mental. So you have to give him a little bit of slack. Thiago is extremely overrated, and bringing him to Anfield was a waste of money. Chehun Kamkiran, watch football. If Salah had a right foot, he would be in the conversation for the best Premier League attacker overall. Is he not anyway? I mean, look at his goal to game ratio. I mean, he's on course for another golden boot if he carries on. So yeah, I think he is anyway. If he had a right foot, he'd be in conversation for some of the best players of all time. So you got to give him that. Without the Coutinho money, Liverpool wouldn't win anything with this stupid group FSG. If my nan had wheels, she'd be a bike, mate. And finally, from Smith Doug 6, probably the most sensible opinion of the lot. Squad will be fine when fully fit with fans back at Anfield. And it's that latter statement, that latter clause, which makes the most sense to me. I cannot wait to be back at Anfield, and I'm sure everyone who's a match goer can say the same, and I'm sure everyone who watches at home can say the same as well. It's the biggest thing for me. It's the biggest factor. Yes, every club's affected by it, but Liverpool have been probably more than the vast majority. We all know how important fans are to us. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you did enjoy this different style of video. If you want to see it more, drop a like and subscribe to the Transfer Room. And yeah, hopefully we'll have hit over 650 by the time this is released. So let's get to 700 as soon as we can. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in a bit.